spiritually blind. You are blinded to the big picture. You are blinded to the grand plan. Your life becomes obsessed with the here and the now. All you can see is a checking account and a savings account and a retirement fund and a good job and good friends and a great weekend and awesome vacations. And all you can see is here and now. And you have no ability to step back for a second and realize there is something far more extensive and expansive and imperative and important transpiring, and it is time and space beyond called eternity, and there is a creator and there is a God, and there is something way more important than your new boat that you're going to take on the water this summer. But your understanding is darkened, and all you see is how many Instagram followers you have. Okay, no one really cares, but that's you're so limited in scope. You're alienated from the life of God. Listen to the language Paul uses. You are alienated. You are completely removed from, listen, the life of God. Spiritually, you are lifeless. There is ignorance that is profound and present because your heart is hard. Wow. Jesus saves from what? That. Your heart is hard. You know the word heart means the control center of your being, your conscience, your feelings, your emotions, your will. It is hard, desensitized, indifferent, and careless to the one who designed you, wired you, created you, put you together. You are impervious to any of his involvement. Now you might be here and say, I don't really care if my heart is hard. Let me just appeal to you on this. Your experience on this planet is profoundly limited by a control center that is desensitized to the one who gave it to you in the first place. If you are looking for maximum human experience on earth, it is intrinsically linked to your ability to connect your existence and your experience to the one who gave it to you in the first place. So nobody wants a hard heart. How do you know? How subjective is a hard heart metaphor or statement or phrase? You have a hard heart. I'll never forget growing up in church. I've been in more church services than you've had lattes at Starbucks, okay? Yeah, I've lost count, right? And I remember years ago being in the church and running around and maybe creating a little bit of ruckus and stuff. Practically lived at the church, and sweet old saint, minus the sweet, who told me, you young man have a hard heart. Well, that was really uplifting. Thank you. You have a hard heart. How do you know if you have a hard heart? Because based on the language of Paul, it's really a bad thing when your control center is completely desensitized to God. You have an inability to feel or be aware or acknowledge